everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Some serious pride on the line in this contest as these two divisional rivals take the field together for the first time this season. Almost a playoff atmosphere surrounding the game between these two bitter opponents. It's the Chiefs going up against the Broncos.
All right, Larry, we are a couple miles west of the Colorado State Capitol building as we come to you from Sports Authority Field at Mile High here in downtown Denver. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at this Bronco team. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, it's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall selection back in 2005 out of the University of Utah. It's Alex Smith.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll cut it to C.J. Anderson. And all the way home for a Broncos score. C.J. Anderson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. The first play from scrimmage. Some of these people haven't even taken their seat.
That's what is commonly known as a fast start. That's what my horse racing friends would say. They caught a flyer out of the gate. And guess what? They're in the lead now.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. And now running right through it. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And now this offensive unit, we get a look at their starters. They put up good numbers last week, looking to carry that forward.
Yeah, Brandon, they saw the numbers from last week. They expect to at least replicate them. They think that they can put up bigger numbers this week. They are a confident bunch.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Back to throw. Maddox. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be third down.
Here we go now! 319! 319!
Looking to throw. Maddox. And he finds Jace Amaro. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Here we go now! Green 39! Green 39!
Now Hunt. A gain of 3, second down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
They'll run again with Hunt. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Back to throw. Maddox. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. 64 was Matt Prater's record. This would top that by a yard. Play clock winding down. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Distance was never an issue, not in this mile-high air, but it doesn't matter what elevation you're at if you don't put it on target. And this one kind of takes off on him.
And Denver getting set to take the field. Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. They run it again with Anderson. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Let's talk about the starting lineup offensively for the Denver Broncos, and let's talk about Devontae Booker.
I always described him as a guy who 8 carries in college, meaning just keep handing it to him, and he got better as the game went on. Had a knee injury his last year at Utah. Comes in a little bit older than your average back, but boy, is he skilled and talented. And he emulates Emmitt Smith in one way. Loves to keep the ball in his left hand at all times.
Now it's Smith. And that is incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it's a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
To throw on 2nd down. Maddox. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. A toss play to Hunt. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Maddox. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Here we go. Blue landing. Blue landing.
Looking to throw. Maddox. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run. This is Hunt. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Here we go. Blue landing. Blue landing.
They run again with Hunt. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. On first down, Maddox. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Throwing on first down. Maddox looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hunt. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On first and 10, Maddox. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. To throw on second down, Maddox. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319. Leopard. Leopard. Here we go now. Check. 319. 319.
Back to throw. Maddox. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Todd Davis coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
On 4th down, Maddox. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. It's their quarterback. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So that one a 13-play drive in total, and it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field.
I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
And Josh Hill has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The numbers for Hill a week ago. 5 catches, 53 yards.
And what we just saw there was exactly what they need against this defense. Big plays. They were able to pick up a first down on that one.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Smith. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Emmanuel Sanders, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And now here comes Kansas City. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On first down, Maddox. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Off play action. Maddox busts through the tackle. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Todd Davis in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Hurry up, here we go.
On third down. That's Hunt pushing him away.
Popped it right out there.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off as he did so with a touchdown run. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field.
And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Play action. It's Smith. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On second down, Anderson. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Brandon, with the last couple of plays for the offense not being good at all, my thought process as a coordinator, get the ball in the hands of my best player and see if I can salvage anything out of this drive.
To throw is Smith. Launching one for Henderson. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. And before the punt, time is going to run out on this first quarter as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Maddox. And over the middle here, Amaro. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
Now a handoff here to his running back. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Hurry up, here we go! 3-19! 3-19!
Off the bootleg. Maddox. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Throwing on first down. Maddox. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Morris. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Looking to throw. Maddox. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
Set. 319. 319.
Off the play fake. Maddox. That escapes the sack. His throw incomplete. Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay. The Bills have taken the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. That time, a 9-play drive. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Returning it, Carlos Henderson. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Alex Smith and the offense heading out for their next possession. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Carlos Henderson, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now fourth down.
Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And now here comes Kansas City. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together.
He's got daylight, the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jonas Gray hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Butker on for the PAT. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Well, I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
To throw on second down is Smith. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Broncos on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. Off of play action, here's Smith. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. I'm sure he wanted to have a huge game, wants to have a huge game as the quarterback, but really on the ground, they've been very, very hard to stop. Maybe you just keep going to that well.
I think so, and isn't it funny how the definition of balance changes for us from game to game? Sometimes it's 50-50, run it, throw it. Sometimes it's just being a balanced running team in terms of who's carrying the football.
More than one guy.
Right, multiple guys out there, and now your guy back there has to throw it. Doesn't have to worry about it quite as much.
And they've got the lead here in the second quarter. And down inside the 15 he goes. In the red zone this time. On 1st and 10, Maddox. And it's caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Butker now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Alex Smith and company heading back out there now. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Ball start, offense.
So that'll back them up 5. The Broncos on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. From the gun, here's Smith. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to go for a big play down. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And the Chiefs now getting set to go. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it here with Hunt. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Looking to throw on second down. Maddox. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down. And to give this time to the tailback. And now running right through it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Jonas Gray with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that third touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
Butker on for the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. That one goes for 24 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Again, Anderson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. On target over the middle to Hill. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Handoff comes to Anderson, and he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
And McManus able to put it through, and that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. A gain of 4 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Off play action. Maddox. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back to Denver right after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will have the highlights and analysis of this first half from our studios in Orlando.
And I have a feeling those highlights will be pretty one-sided, too.
I think you're right, partner. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunk of yardage to pick up. Head scratcher. Second and 10. Smith again. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Smith on the crossing route. He hits Demaryius Thomas. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. They'll run for it with Anderson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Shift together here from the D-line. On second down, here's Smith. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Now Smith on third and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Alex Smith with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Broncos cut into that lead.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First down, Maddox, and Hill with it over the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Back to throw, Maddox. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So we've reached halftime in a while, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8. To throw on second down. Maddox. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Derek Wolfe able to drop him for a loss of 4.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
That's out to Hill, right side complete.
And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arms saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice gain.
They go play action here on first down. It's Hill, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Looking to throw on second down. Maddox over the middle, and it's incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Here we go now.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with fourth down, forthcoming.
Here we go now.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Smith. That's caught. The tight end, Hill. And he's brought down. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. On first down, Smith hits his target, the tight end, Will Tide. And he gets it down to the 32. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's Smith now on second down. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. The Broncos on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. Smith throwing again. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But
oh, this is blocked. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And that'll carry. over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe he'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work.
To throw on 2nd down. Maddox over the middle, complete. It's Morris. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And to give this time to the tailback. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Listen back. Listen back.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Maddox to the right side. It's Kelsey. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Powering forward. Oh, and now he bowls him over. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Throwing on first down. Maddox. This will be caught inside the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And quickly they get to the line.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Looking to throw. Maddox. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Shaquille Barrett in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon.
Here we go. 319. 319.
To throw on second down. Maddox. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw. Maddox. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. They come out here in the eye.
Green 39.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. He's fighting, but they're not gonna let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied, and the Bronco defense comes up big. Well, that's the 4th time that they've tried to go for it on 4th down. They've only converted once, Charles.
And obviously not a good percentage. And if you're going to go for it on 4th down, you think that you've got the right play dialed up. You can't be stopped. Your momentum's going to keep going. But 1 for 4, that tells you that you need to look at things in a different way, and you need to tip your cap to the defense. They've done a great job. Normally, when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back because he's holding things up and taking on extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
3rd down now. It's C.J. Anderson. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Look at the dance and the juke.
Wrap up.
Still moving. Call that one an even 60 yards. 6-0. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half. Been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2. Alert for anything out there. Watching for trouble on the road. And making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Maddox. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Now let's go. Green 39, Green 39.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Shoves him away. And now running right through it. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
To throw on 2nd down. Maddox. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Now let's go. Go, go. Here we go. Blue landed. Blue, Detroit. Green 39. Green 39. Here we go. 56. Green 39. 56. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney. Let go now. Blue landed. Blue landed.
Looking to throw. Maddox got his man complete over the middle. It's Morris. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Here we go now. Blue landed. Blue landed.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Maddox. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now, there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jonas Gray with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the 2nd half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the 2nd half.
Butker now to add the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off by a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are going to get the football. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Anderson, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Smith to throw on 2nd down. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they burn here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter. And now a 1st down following that long gain. Another tote here for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Anderson. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Here's Smith looking to throw on 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And McManus able to put it through. And that'll get the deficit back to 16. All right, so it's getting late in this one. Now, you could argue that they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but they still face a pretty uphill battle.
Yeah, even with the field goal here, it's going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns now to get back in it, and that's going to be a tall order against this defense.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer in the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. 1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Let's go. 3-19.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. To throw on 2nd down. Maddox over the middle here to... Wilson. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down, Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Green 39! Green 39!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that there's still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. And now they're in the hurry-up. To throw. Maddox. Open man is Stewart. It's complete. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. Starting to feel a little... like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
Looking to throw. Maddox. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Gotta love a guy who'll stand in there and deliver. No matter what the pressure, waits for the route to come open, hangs in there, and completes the pass.
The play clock's running down.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Maddox. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Brandon, some of those windows that throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DV, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Kansas City touchdown.
And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to... continue to do so.
So they're going to go for 2.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They're going to try and run. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped him in a big way.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just have more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Carlos Henderson, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
It came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. Back to the air, Smith on second down. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on third down after that sack. From the gun, here's Smith. And this one is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Looking long for Thomas. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a KC touchdown. Well, you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I'll bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
And they'll get set here looking for the two-point conversion.
Set. 319. 319.
Back to throw. Maddox. That's caught at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
I know we could sit up here dance around it a little bit. But going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurting this spot. No, okay.
Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. And they're going to speed things up here.
Watch that in. Watch that in. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hurry up. Here we go. 319. 319. I got 40.
Now a handoff here to his running back. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
And to give this time to the tailback. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Green 39. Green 39. Check right.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in 2nd and manageable.
Hey. We got three. Three down. Hurry up. Here we go. 319. 319.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Like 54. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
And they will take a knee here.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. Time running out here on the play clock. And they're not going to get the kick off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll set them back 5. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, this from 34. And the kick by Butker is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Here's Smith, and he comes back with one complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
We got 3, fellas. We got
Blue 90.
And they give this time to the tailback. Gets it up around the 22, but no further. Did flash the fancy footwork, but not much to show for it. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Call it an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. On 4th down, Quinn over the middle, complete. It's Morris. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. It's a gain of 5, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Able to push his way through. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And they do finally get him at the 12. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. 56 yards on the ground. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Meanwhile, in Foxborough, they're in the 4th quarter. The Steelers, they've scored, and they've swung back in front. Ben Roethlisberger, 3 touchdown passes to help lead the way. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Chiefs, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Oakland to take on the Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll fall to 1-2. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills. So that'll do it for us.